Make sure to buckle up, check your mirrors, and slam on the gas because today we're going to learn how to drive. Google Drive. So, what is Google Drive? Basically, it's a place where you can store, retrieve, organize, and share files. It's in the cloud, so it can be accessed anywhere and anytime from any computer or mobile device by using your St. Peter's email address and password to log in. Google Drive has been around for quite a while, and we've been encouraging students and faculty and staff to take advantage of this tool for many years now. Since we're a Google school, unlimited use of Google Drive is one of the many features available to us at St. Peter's. And when I say unlimited, I mean that. Your Google Drive allows you to store an unlimited amount and volume of files. One of the reasons why it's so important to learn the basics of Google Drive now is because if you're teaching in a classroom on campus, you won't be able to store files directly on your Chromebox computer in the classroom, and you definitely won't be able to bring in a USB or thumb drive. All files that are downloaded to your classroom's computer automatically get added to your Google Drive. And in addition to hosting your materials in your Blackboard course, a great way for you to retrieve files in your classroom is to get them from your Google Drive. This video will cover the basics of Drive, how to access it, how to upload files, how to download files, how to create folders and organize files, and how to share files with others. There's a lot of things you can do with Drive, and we won't be able to go over everything in this short video. So after you watch this, please make sure to check out the resources we provided alongside this video for additional information and things you can do in Drive. Are you ready to start driving? Hop in and let's go. As we said earlier, one of the best things about Drive is that you can access it from anywhere, here or there, or in a chair, suspended in midair with a bear. Wait, hang on. What do you mean we did the rhyming thing already? In the Aporto video? They didn't like it? They thought it was annoying? I give up. All right, good luck with the rhyming. We'll just get on with the video. Point is, you can access Drive from on and off campus with a desktop, laptop, tablet, or a cell phone. From your classroom computer, after logging in, just click the Drive icon in the My App screen that appears. Easy peasy, lemon squeeze. Okay, no more rhymes, I promise. From your home computer or laptop, go to stpeters.edu/myapps and log into your St. Peter's account when prompted. Then, click the Drive icon. It's this triangle thing over here. You can also access Drive from any place you've logged into Google already, like from your St. Peter's email or Google Calendar or Google Docs. Just click the waffle at the upper right-hand corner and scroll down to the Drive icon. Or in your Google Chrome browser, all you have to do is click the waffle icon and then click Drive. If you have a tablet or a mobile device, you can get the Google Drive app for free on Apple and Google Play stores. This will allow you to upload, download, or control file permissions on the go. You can also access Google Drive on the web by going to drive.google.com. One of the tricky things about Drive, as well as any other Google product, is making sure you're signed in properly. If you encounter an error screen or message, there's a good chance it's because you're not logged into the correct Google account. Make sure when using Google Drive for your classes, you're logged into your St. Peter's University Google account. You can check this by clicking at the upper right-hand corner and seeing your St. Peter's email address appear. Adding files to Google Drive is fairly straightforward. Once you log into Google Drive, click the plus new icon at the upper left-hand corner and select File Upload. You can then click the button to locate the file or files on the device that you want to upload. Alternatively, you can drag or drop files directly from your computer onto Google Drive. When you upload files at the lower right, it'll let you know how long it's going to take to complete the upload, and this in turn will turn into a link to the file once the upload is completed. Note that small files will be available right away, but larger files like videos might take some time to process before they appear. In Google, when you click a file that you've uploaded or added, you'll see a preview of that file appear. Once you're in Google Drive, your most recent files appear at the top, but you can scroll down and look for files. You'll see files that have been shared with you and files you've created. At the top, there's a search bar that you can use to find files. This is a very effective tool for locating things. It'll search your file's names and even contents of that file and order the results based on recency or relevance, or by the person who shared it with you, because it's essentially the same thing as Google search, only it's your own personal Google search for your Drive files. As you type, you'll even start to see suggested results. If what you're looking for isn't within the suggested results, press the Enter key and all results will display, and you can navigate and browse through them. Once you have files in your Drive, you can organize them by creating folders. Go to the new plus icon and select Folder to add new folder, and then give it a name. You can then enter that folder by clicking it, and then upload files from within the folder. Alternatively, you can move files by dragging and dropping them into your folder. Note that you can make folders within folders to help you organize things better. A clean drive is a happy drive. You can interact with your files in Drive by right-clicking them. When you do this, you'll see a variety of options for managing the file or getting more information about it. You can use this method to move, delete, rename, open files, or download them to your home computer, laptop, or personal device. There's a lot more things that you can do here. That'll be covered in the resources associated with this video. One of the biggest advantages of using Google Drive is that it's easy to share and set access permission for files and folders you have. If you want to share a file or folder from your Google Drive, right-click it and select Share. From here, you can add in the people you want to share it with and set the level of permission you want them to have on it, whether they'll be given access to make changes to the file as an editor, or add comments and feedback as a commentator, or simply view the file as a viewer. From the Share menu, you can also generate a link that you can email or otherwise send to people to let them access the file in a role that you choose. For example, if I wanted to share this file with only these 3 people, I would put their names in here. And once I've done so, I can choose to notify them and send them a message to inform them they have access to the file. They'll get an email with my message and a link to the file. Or if I want to put this file on a website or a discussion board, or even in an email, I can use the link sharing option to change the visibility so anyone who accesses the link can see it, or maybe only people at St. Peter's can see it, and copy the URL, which I can then put on the website, discussion board, or in the email. Another helpful feature of Google Drive is that any files that are emailed to you through St. Peter's email will automatically be stored on your Google Drive. If you want to send a file to somebody, and that file is larger than 25 megabytes, it'll automatically be converted to a Google Drive link. Before you're able to send it over, it'll ask you to share the file with the person or persons you're sending it to. Here's where you can set their permissions: viewer, commenter, or editor. Since you're adding it to Google Drive for the first time, you can also turn link sharing on. If you're sharing a file via email and you don't want to give access, then click this button over here. Once you've set up permissions, click the Send button. In this case, I'm allowing view access. Once it's sent, you'll notice that in your Google Drive, the file that you had just uploaded will now be available. Please keep in mind that if you're dealing with files that have confidential information inside them, be mindful of who you give access to. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Consider your first driving lesson complete. For additional information on Google Drive, make sure to check out the resource links we have located near this video. And of course, for any inquiries on Google, Blackboard, and other IT services, please reach out to us at servicedesk@stpeters.edu or create a service ticket. Safe travels and have a wonderful day.